Yeah,
How do you feel about parody versus dynasties?
we're in parody right now. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, do you like that?
I do. I like not knowing who's going to win this thing. And I was trying to explain to somebody that chalk it was the thing in the NBA, and you knew what was going to happen more or less. I like that that's
Right.
gone. The Warriors years even, it didn't feel like chalk because it always felt like they were an underdog even when they were winning those titles. But I I hated the Bulls championship run.
Yeah,
When
I don't. Yeah, I don't like the dynasties. And people like say, "Oh, the NBA is better for dynasties," and I'm like, "Well, you're just because you're part of the big media or something that might have like slightly better ratings when it's the Lakers and the Knicks and the even the Bulls or whoever." But yeah, I find it much more interesting and unpredictable, and I kind of always hated like, oh, okay, this team's gonna win. Like Tom Brady and the Patriots. Like, how boring was that?
Yeah, I think if you look back, let me ask you this because I think I grew up rooting for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you're in Portland. Do you think being in a small market affects your fandom? There's no way you want dynasties because you're not going to have a dynasty, right?
Right. I mean, OKC might have a dynasty. I don't know. If Chet Holmgren can stay healthy, I think
Yeah.
that's where their chances lie. Is like because they're a little short, right, outside of Holmgren, and if he
Mm.
can't stay healthy all the time, because he's had injuries in the past.
It just
I
dawned
don't
on
know. I
me.
think I don't know with the parity, the way that the NBA collective bargaining system is set up. That I don't know that the small market teams are at as much of a disadvantage.
Mm.
But I think where they still are at a disadvantage is like the free agent market,
Right.
right?
You,
So like free agents never come to Portland. Any player they've gotten, they've like had to draft or trade. Like they never
mhm.
get free agents. They can
Yeah,
keep them, but they can't get them initially.
it's really interesting. Yeah, if I had a job, I'd like to be the person who's in markets like Portland and even Salt Lake City, and be doing the sort of video brochures advertising the the strengths of our town. We've got white girls like you wouldn't believe. That sort of
Yeah, we got lots of white girls. I remember I was talking to somebody because there used to be this bar in Portland called the 1201 Club, and it was like downtown Portland, like ground floor of this office building. Like from the outside, you couldn't even tell it was a bar or anything, but in the inside, it was kind of dope. Like it had like booths, and sometimes some of them you could wrap a whole curtain around the booth, for like privacy or whatever,
wow.
and not a big bar. And my buddies used to DJ there, and I was in college, so I would only go there like when I can't come back in town during break or whatever. But I remember being there once, and Sam Cassell and Tractor Trailer came in,
A
and I
tractor
think they must
trailer.
have been playing. Yeah, yeah, and so it was Alien Head and huge dude, and I think they were playing for Houston at the time, and I just remember thinking, Portland must really suck if those guys found their way here, because this is a little bar that nobody really knows that much about, and if there was no other alternatives besides like the strip club or something,
That's
that
funny.
like, damn, there is no nightlife in Portland if this is where they came to. I mean, it was a sweet little bar. I mean, I remember hanging out with people and like closing the curtains and smoking a blunt and getting away with it, and
This is like
but
early aughts, right? No, no, late
yeah,
90s.
yeah, yeah,
Very funny.
yeah, probably late '90s. Yeah.
Mike Epps did a video with these two Portland rappers. I forget the name of the song, but the comedian Mike Epps, and he
Hmm.
does this intro at the beginning. He goes, "Ain't nothing in Portland but white girls and salmon," or something like that.
Sam Salmon.
And that's not going to be in the brochure I make, to get the top free agents to Portland.